Hey guys, Joel's coming at you with another reasoning session. Today, I'm coming at you with another insight that came to me reading the book of Revelation.
Come now and let us reason together. Come now, we can talk it over.
Now, a lot of the symbolism in the book of Revelation might seem daunting to some, but if you really read it with your heart and not with your mind, Source just keeps revealing things to you, and it's just like things just leap out the page at me. In chapter 5, John finds a scroll, and it's sealed with 7 seals, and nobody in the earth, above the earth, under the earth is worthy to loose the 7 seals and read the scroll. And John weeps, but there is one who is worthy, and that's the Lamb. So this Lamb goes ahead and starts loosing the seals. And when the first seal is loosed, we see the first horseman of the apocalypse ride forth. Now, in total, the first 4 seals are actually the first 4 horsemen, but we're just going to cover some of the language that just jumped off the page at me reading it in the original Greek. For this first horseman, let's get right into it, shall we? So starting from verse 1 of chapter 6, it says, "And I saw when the Lamb opened one of the seals, and I heard, as it were, the noise of thunder, one of the 4 beasts saying, 'Come and see.'" Now, I talk about these 4 beasts in some other of my videos, but we're not going to get into that. What I really want to talk about in this episode is the language that describes the nature of this first horseman. Now, I read this in the original Greek, and that's what the original language literally just leapt off the page at me. But I'm just going to read it in the authorized version, and then I'm going to talk about some of the words that actually have deeper meaning in the original Greek. "And I saw, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat on him has a bow, and a crown was given unto him, and he went forth conquering and to conquer." Now, this translation is a bit misleading. Let's cut to the chase and really analyze the words, actually the one word that throws this all into question. Before I get into that, I just want to point out that the word used to describe the word white is actually leukos, which we get our term leukemia from, which is a condition that affects the white blood cells. But that white that's described by that word is actually the term of like ripening grain or like dead white. So it's like the white that you get, when you completely bleach something. But the real word I want to get into is the word that's translated bow. If you really look at the word for bow here, in the Greek, it's toxon. And they say that it comes from the word tikto, which tikto is related to the word for like child labor, basically when you're bringing forth a child. But actually the word toxon is more closely, if you get my opinion on it, more closely related to the word toxicon, which actually means a poison. And the bow, yes, it can mean like a simple wreath or a sash, basically just a ribbon of simple fabric. But it has been used to describe, of course, the archer's bow. But when you put that in context with the word toxon for poison, it can actually mean a poison dart. So let's read this again with that understanding. "And I saw, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat on him had a toxic dart, and a crown, or corona, was given unto him, and he went forth conquering and to conquer." Not necessarily killing anybody, because that stuff comes later with the other horsemen, but conquering. What's this guy really conquering? The minds of people. So he's conquering, and on top of the people that he is conquering, he's going out to conquer those others who he can conquer. I can't really say much more about that. I'm going to let you read in between the lines and come to your own conclusion. But this just jumped off the page at me, and I was like, why are they translating it bow when it's more aptly translated in terms of at least some form of poison? And even if we do translate it a bow, like a sash or a ribbon, that could be like the simple fabric that people are putting over their face. I don't know. This is just some insight. This reasoning sesh is just a short one, but think about it, guys. Wake up and don't let them conquer you where it really matters. Read between the lines and don't buy into whatever narrative media's peddling Do your own research, make up your own minds, tap into Source and see what Source is really telling you. Go from there. So I love you guys. I'll see you in the next Reasoning / Joel, signing out once again. Agape, Salaam, Namaste.